Okay, welcome back to the shed. So today what am I going to do today? I think I want to just finish and concentrate on finishing up any little odds and sods that I need to do to the frame. So any extra welding or cutting or anything like that that I think I need to do. And I think it's just primarily going to be, I think I'm going to put a tab on at the seat hoop that I've put a tab on there that I can use as a kind of seat mount, under tray mount, somewhere to secure at that end. The other things I kind of want to look at, I might not get it done in this video, is the exhaust hanger bracket. I need to make that, although that's not going to be, I don't think, anything welded to the frame to attach it to. It will be hanging off the frame. I just want to, whilst the engine and the exhaust and the frame are all together, I've got all my dimensions so I can work that out. I'm thinking I might come off the top shock bolt though this time. I was going to come off the bottom foot peg, come up and attach the shotguns, the mass Mohave exhausts. I might come down off there. That does free up the rear pillion pegs. Obviously I'm not taking a pillion because the seat's probably too short now, and I don't really take a pillion anyway. So I'm thinking about cutting off those foot pegs, which is possible. I've got no plans to change the exhaust, but it would limit it if I went for a low exhaust that would normally most of them mount off the rear foot peg or hang, or the end can hands off there, so don't know. But that's jumping ahead a little bit. I also want to double check the oil cooler mounts, because the oil cooler is slightly different on the America to the Bonneville. But the main focus of this video, probably the only focus of this video, is going to be making a couple of tabs, welding them onto the seat hoop, and hopefully not messing anything up. So let's crack on with it. Right, so now that I've offered this one up, I'm not entirely sure this is the one I want. Just feel those holes feel a bit close to the edge there. I don't know, it just don't feel right. And don't forget, my welding is pretty shocking, so that's quite a lot of distance to weld nicely. So I might experiment with a different tab. I'm thinking something a bit sort of still beefy, but maybe just sticking out there. So let's have another little fart around and see what we can come up with. Well, I'm going to give this one a go. So this is a bit of an offcut from that I used from the other one. It's the same steel, but I'm going to chop it off, just curve the top there, and then obviously do the curve in there. So I think I'll give that a go, just clean that up and see what happens. Alright, so that's the first bit. Just decide how far out I want that to come. Not too far, but probably just have a single hole in the middle. I think I prefer this one. So that's gonna go there. We'll have probably a hole in the centre there, just to tag the back of the seat and the under tray on. I might even put in 2 extra holes just for, you never know, in the future if there's anything you want to hang off there, or maybe put a brake light in the back. But yeah, I feel happier with that one. Just going to get it all quite close in there. It'll probably actually sit about there. Just try it at different lengths, but that feels about right. Right. So that's the plan. Like that, so that the actual tab will be hidden when viewed from underneath. Just a hole straight through there. I'm guessing I'll have a captive nut in the seat bottom and then just bolt all the way up through. I think that's the plan. Or I could have a bolt in the seat going all the way through. Yeah, whichever way works out. We'll have a look. So yeah, I think maybe just 2 extra holes in there, just to give options. Okay, so I cheated a little bit. I didn't show you the weld before I ground it back, but actually it wasn't too bad. Actually, it was. I mean, it was no stack of dimes, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. But that's focus. It's ground back okay. Again, I'm still need to practice a little bit. Tiny little blemishes there and there, but yeah, it's really. You know, I'm pretty confident that is a good weld, and that's on there nice and strong. I didn't blow through the hoop, or I haven't messed anything up, so that was nice. It's straight, it's central. So yeah, win. And with a test fit on the old under tray as well. We'll drill through there, and I think that will make it pulled up a tiny bit with the heat, even though I did tack underneath as well. But I think that's no biggie. It's looking pretty flush actually. Yeah. We're cut out, drilled. I'm not entirely sure about this angle here, this curve. Looks a bit odd compared to that one, so I might have to readdress that. Again, whether I lighten this up with some holes or something there, I don't know yet, but that's it pretty much cut out. So let's see if everything worked and does what it should do and mounts up nicely on the bike. Yep, so everything lines up. See, that might stick a little bit further because when the shock, the eye of the shock is on there. That's probably a wash or something, but we're talking, you know, a couple of mil out. But yeah, so that'll sit sort of there. Right, and oh, I mean, obviously it's not going to stay bare metal. That'll go black, so it disappears a little bit. But I might lighten it up a little bit with some holes. From the side, yeah, I think that's going to work. I think when that's black, that probably won't look too obtrusive. Might try and lighten it, yeah. I think with some holes in there. It does the job. Of course, I'm now wondering if I should have made one that kind of follows this angle here and here. No, I'm probably being a bit finicky there. Maybe it's a bit big. I've just stuck a bit of electrical tape around the sides just to see if thinning that down would make it any less of a problem. Yeah, that feels less bulky, and then obviously when it's black, and I think I'll drill some holes in it, there should still be enough meat on that to hold it in place. Right, so just whacked a little bit of electrical tape on there just to thin it down a bit to that kind of washer size. I think that might be a bit better. Obviously it'll be black, possibly a couple of speed holes. Yeah, probably overthinking an exhaust bracket, but I want it to look tacked on. Actually, while I'm down here, if I do end up getting this bracket how I like it coming off here, I am thinking about getting a shot of the pillion peg, or the passenger footrests. I mean, I've only ever really used them for when I've had a lower exhaust that comes this far. The seat is obviously shortened, so I'm not going to be taking pillion. Now if I do chop these off, I'm going to be left with some big old holes in here which I'll need to fill, but they are going to kind of be redundant really, so unless no, I don't think I'm going to put the side mount off there, and I don't think I'm going to change these exhausts. They've been on the America for ages now, haven't they? So I'm quite happy with them staying on here. I'm going to have to think on that one. But unfortunately I shall have to conclude this in the next video. I've run out of time. But yeah, I think I've got quite a few bits I wanted to get done. Quite happy with the seat mount and bits and pieces. So yeah, I might thin down that exhaust bracket, see if that's going to work. I was thinking about bending another bit of stainless steel bar, or just having like a curve. That'd be quite unobtrusive. So I have to see if I've got any of that lying around. But yeah, I'll have a little think on that, and a little think on whether or not I'm going to cut off the pillion pegs. So yeah, that's it. A little bit of food for thought, but thanks for watching. Take it easy and see you next time. So I couldn't resist just slapping in a few holes actually before I finished tonight. Obviously that's the wider length. I haven't thinned it down, but yeah, I think with it thinned down a little bit, and when it's sprayed black, won't be obsessing over it so much. Maybe I've just spent too long in the shed today.